Finished fishing. We finished fishing. Yeah, boy. Well, hello. Welcome back to YouTube. Me and Scrabby are back on it. Just had a fresh shave. We're looking mean. And we're ready to go and catch some fish. And we're in lockdown. Local lockdown fishing, aren't we, boy? I thought I'd show you my fishing room today because I've had time to tidy it, really. Like everybody else is just sort of like, oh, we're not allowed to fish. And then we were allowed to fish. So what has it been? Always like a week and a half. And then the day we were allowed to fish, I was at my gym, sorting stuff out, stepped backwards and sprained my ankle. So I haven't been able to walk for like 3 days. But I can walk. I can walk, can't we, boy? So what we're going to do is today, I'm going to go through my gear and show you what I'm doing today to catch some fishies. I'm only going out float fishing and I'm basically going ditch fishing. And I know there's been quite a lot of pressure on my ditch recently. Every time I go past there, there's someone fishing. So I don't know what it's going to fish like, but Scrappy's looking out the window. But I'm basically going to go through bread fishing and that's it. I'm going to take some worms with me. I'm going to go through the gear that I'm going to take with me. I'm going to go for a little bit more detail into the float fishing and how I feed a fish and stuff. But again, it's really cheap, easy fishing. I could go to my local lake, but my local lake, as you know, well, if you know my videos, I always expect people to know. But the majority of you are my subs, so you do know. Yeah, there was one lake where I live, what's on a ticket, and it's going to be rammed. The other lake is shut because due to flooding, and the lake is tiny, so I can't be bothered to set up with him, get everything set up, and just be like, oh, this is going to be a boring day because it's just going to be rammed and the water level's really low. We've had no rain in like 5 days. The temperatures changed from -3 to like 7 degrees. So I was like, this is perfect. My ankle's better. It's got a little bit warmer. I'm going to go out just before it gets light. It's about 7:30 now in the morning. As you can see, it's still dark. I'm going to go out and going to catch some roach and some bream, hopefully. But I'm going to go through all my gear because again it's going to be light fishing because I want to be, well, I'm not even travelling far because I can't walk that far, and we're not allowed to travel far. When I say travel far, obviously you know I walk, so I'm not driving. But yeah, and the other thing was, that made me laugh on all the forums, like after we're allowed to go fishing, everybody crying like, we can't go travelling, I can't go to this fishery. It's like, guys, we can fish, just shut up, just fish. You know, why do you have to ask so many bloody questions? Like, everybody makes a mountain out of a molehill. It's like, how far is legally allowed to travel? These two people got caught walking around. It's like, oh my God. It's like, just go fishing, guys. Just go fishing. You know, I'm not all about travelling to linear, but you know what I'm saying? Some of the people, like, they ask the most stupidest questions, knowing the answer. Like, can I travel 45 minutes to my local fishery? So, well, obviously, most people are going to say no. So, you know, just read the guidelines and be bloody sensible. Don't be idiots. But yeah, most people I've seen asking questions on Facebook. You're like, you know the answer to the question, so why are you asking? Just don't be stupid, innit? You weirdos. Just enjoy your fishing. It's like me, I ain't care, we can go. Yay, we can go. But yeah, loads of local people I know are like, man, I don't want it local, we can go fishing. It's like, yeah, but you can go. You can go wherever you want. Any body of water. They didn't say you have to go to a fishery, just because most people stuck at commercial fisheries. You know what I mean? If it wasn't for him today, I would have went somewhere else, but I was going to go on the river. But the problem is with the river, with me on my own, I've got to walk all the way there with my sprained ankle. And then, boy, it's going to take like 40 minutes. So, yeah. Right, you know, bang, bang, boss. I'll flip you around, get involved. It's talking too much. Right, the fishing room. Scrap's starting himself up. You getting ready? You getting ready? Right then. So, first things are first, eh? Right. Bag within a bag. Boom. Right, this is my I think I paid like £12 for this bag years ago. Bought it for like not last Christmas, Christmas before. Awesome little tiny bag. All right, alarm. People are like, why are you taking an alarm? Because I'm actually feeder fishing, and as you notice, when I feeder fish, I don't watch my feeder. I know I should, but I normally float fish or something. So I take an alarm just for a backup. So alarm's going with me. Small bank stick. Small bank stick for my float rod. And today, when I float fish or feeder fish, I'll switch between the two. And you're like, why do you always take two? The reason why I take two is because it's going to be windy today. And it's going to be 15-mile-per-hour wind, so float fishing could become a nightmare. So I can quickly switch to a feeder without any problems. Right, this is my old rig box. These are all the rigs. So every time I come in, I take the rig off, chuck it in there. So I know then, this is where I make all my rigs. So I've got some hooks in there and some other stuff to make rigs. So this is my rig box. Little maggot tub, and this is going to be for my worms. The worms are here. These worms were collected before it got cold, so we have a few worms. So I'll dig them out. I'm only going to take literally about 10 worms with me. Don't need loads of worms because I'm bread fishing. Right, next thing, get the bag ready. Right, I know some of you won't want to see this, but here we are. Yay! Right, bait. Look, boilies, my homemade boilies. Corn, pellet, blah, blah, blah. Got the bait downstairs, so we don't got to worry about bait because there's any bread. All right. Boom. This is my tub with all my little things in it. This has got, sorry guys, 2 seconds. It's got, I carry everything with me. I am crazy. But look, my baiting needle, the most important thing you can ever have, because if you ever don't have one, when you're carp fishing, it's a nightmare. And you're like, you're not carp fishing. Yes, but you don't know. I might have to tie hair. So always making sure. All my little bits. Always take a lure with me, just in case. Yeah, because I'm nuts. And these are what I call my like day floats, like mess around floats. Little lakes, little waters, and stuff like that. See, perfect for this type of fishing. Right, and I've even got little pole floats and stuff in there. Always got handy amount of stuff. Always little bits of tubing and random stuff. Right, so the random tub. That is one of my most important things. Right, next, floats. Anglers times, Mayfoo. I got this. Get sent to me by people offline. 2 seconds. Floats. All ready to go. I've even got an old rig in there. So yeah. Okay, sorry guys. But yeah, so more floats. You think, why have you got so many floats? Because I'm nuts. I know I ain't be stick float fishing today, but there's my stick floats. I don't need my stick floats, so they're staying in there. I don't need that, but I'm going to need lead shots. That one's empty, so that can go in the bin. Right, boom, boom. These things are awesome, man. Honestly, they're really good. I like these. So that is enough lead shots. And if you ever used to watch my channel, I never used to have enough lead shots. It's always run out. Scales. Boosh. Unhook the fish. Boosh. Scissors. Cut line. Chop, chop, chop. Hookity hook. Hook up the fish. These things are awesome, by the way. So I've got size 12s. Size 14s. Sorry, that's size 12s. Size 14s. Size 16s. You see? And all mine, oh, that's carp hooks. You see? So basically, it's got a magnet in the middle. There you go. And it holds them all in the middle. It's a cool little thing. I've had it for ages. I normally put it in my green one, but I broke it. So basically, that is all I need for float fishing. And obviously my bait. We're going to get the rod out now. Just double checking everything. So this is my lead drawer. There you go, with feeders and stuff. So I'm going to be doing a little bit of feeder fishing today. So I'm probably going to take this one with me, or this one. That's a maggot one, so I'll take this one with me. I like that a lot. So yeah, here's my lead tub. And this is my lines and spare reel tubs. And, oh yeah, look, my Shimano eyeglasses. Seeing eyeglasses. Right, and here's my fish anywhere straps.
They are very, very handy. Right, let's get the rod out then. And in my loft, oh, sorry guys. And in my loft, you would have seen in one of my videos, I've got them all paired up, all my rods. These are my go-to rods. So the stuff that I just take on a day-to-day. So this is my main cart bag. Well, obviously I don't need, but all my, yeah, so here's my Daiwa Ninja rod. And my new reel. It's a badass. £4 line, ready to go. Right. Feeder rod. Daiwa again. Black Widow. That was only 60 quid. I did have a float tip for it, but I broke it. That is 14 foot. It's like literally nearly double the size. Well, it's not, but you know what I'm saying. It's a big rod. It's a good, decent rod. It's cheap. That's what I liked about it. This was 60 quid and this was 55. So it's 100 quid. That's a lot of money to me. A lot of money. This reel was really old. Got given to me by one of my old friends. I say old friends because I don't like him. Look, and I still got the feeder on it from last time. You can see I'm a little bit naughty. Look how much mud I got on my stuff. But yeah, so I tidy this up when I turn up there. But yeah, ready to go. All right. Boosh. Extendable landing pole. This one I've had for years. I can't remember who gave me this one. I got this one off my old mate Cuffy. That one was staying for the carp. Got another float rod there. I'll take this bag with me. It's got a rod in it. I'll take it out though. So yeah. So I just got to pack this up with my net. Obviously you don't need that, but I do. Tripod and an unhooking mat. You don't really need an unhooking mat obviously, but I do like to take one because, like, as you've seen, I've caught big bream and tench, and when you want to get a decent photo, perfect for it really. Roach fishing, you don't really need one, but it can help when you catch a specimen. So that's all you need really. It's not loads of stuff. I know it looks loads, but it's actually not. Okay, you don't need to take loads of stuff with you. Like, you don't need to take all those hooks I've got, you know what I mean? I don't need to take all those lead shots, but we will, just to make sure. Right, so I'll pack up the bag and I'll show you when it's all set up. Bing bang bosh. All right, here we go then, guys. So I wanted to show you, these are bloody amazing. I use these to hold on my net. I took it out of the bag now, so when I actually fill my bag up, as you can see, look, I have hardly anything actually in the bag. So I just have my lead shots, my unhookers, and my worms, and my little tub. That's basically it. So you can see it's really light. I'm going to put my sandwich in there, my food and my drink, and I'm ready to go. The rod's all strapped on with easy straps. So look, I can just walk with my rod nice and easy. Scraps is loving that. So that's nice and easy to carry, and then just that. And that's how I'm going to be going. So I'm literally, like, the more space you can leave in the bag, the better, because I've got to carry my bait and my food. So I've literally only got the hooks and stuff. So yeah, just minimal amount. Makes it much easier. But yeah, these, oh my god, I use them for everything. I literally do, look, every bag. They just save you, you know, basically putting stuff inside the bag. So I could put the unhooker mat and that in there. But what's the point? What is the point? I'll save that for actual stuff I need. Right then, bing bang bosh, let's get on it. Guys, if you follow any of my videos, last time I come here, this was all flooded. Do you remember? Scrappy was running around in that bit and I was explaining how all this is flooded. So it could make this harder fishing or easier fishing. It looks like it's gene clear to me. Yeah, look how low it's got. So yeah, it's just gonna be one or two things today. I'm gonna bag up because the fish are gonna be shoaled, obviously, in one area, or they're gonna be really funny. It's gene clear, man. But I think it's frozen as well, you know. I haven't been here for a good couple of weeks. Week and a half, 2 weeks. So yeah, right, let's get on it. Bing bang bosh. Right then, guys. So float. This is what it takes to cock the float. 3 lead shots. That's 2 float stops holding the float and a float adapter. So I can take the float off and change it if I didn't like it, if I think it's too heavy or I'm fishing too light. And then I'm fishing, that is holding bottom. So that will literally pull the float down if I'm too deep. So it's good to find out the depths as well. So I'll be fishing about 2 or 3 inches over depth. Like, why are you doing that for roach? One is I know they're going to be on the bottom, and 2 is obviously I know there's bream. Otherwise I'd take this lead stops off and fish it just off the bottom. Go boom, full of black spot. Look at it, very silver looking. Jesus. Okay. Look at that's bream like. I'm not sure, but look at the black spot on that. That is crazy, isn't it? Nuts. Nice big roach though. So here we go. Now look at that. Covered in black spot. It's from the snails he eats, that is. Hey, sounds like a joke, doesn't it? But no, it's from the snails. It's a parasite. When they've got no food, all they eat is the snails. That was really weird. Camera just switched off. But yeah, so there we go. Bing, a bangy, a boshy. That was a really weird thing, guys. I knew that was a big fish. Another big roach. Not as big as the last one, but he's big. Nice fat fish. Oh, chill, 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 chill. He's very flicky, very flinchy. A bitey, a bitey, a bitey. Right, I'm gonna get him straight back in. Goes the crazy fish, put him straight back in. He's got a baddie, got a baddie. Baby. Right, so last little roach here. We're going to go now. That's 5 fish I've had here. Nothing crazy. I knew it was going to be really low today. Always fish is better when it's got more water, but it's actually really good for fishing because it's low pressure today. Little bit low pressure, overcast, bit of rain, but it hasn't affected the water levels yet. So That's why it's not fishing great, you know what I mean? That's a decent roach, so I'm happy. We're going to move to the next section and see can we catch anything. Feeder didn't even bleep today, so it just shows, doesn't it? See, 2 different methods. I knew it was going to be windy and rainy. I wasn't too sure, and this is why sometimes it does pay to have a second rod to, you know, back you up if if it's feeder fishing or float fishing. Right, bing bang bosh, bye bye.
Right then guys, part 2. I thought I'd add this into 2 videos because, you know, it's roach fishing and bream fishing, and I think you might enjoy the second part to this video. It's purely just float fishing, no feeder fishing, just one rod. Didn't go to plan originally. I was meant to be going on the ditch, trotting on float, but it was just crazy, so I went back to the little pond, and this is my session.
Right then guys, here we go. I am fishing with a fine waggler for the old sexy roach. The old stick float did not work. It's a size 14 hook, real fine waggler. So all these lead shots cock it, these 2 hold it on bottom. So I'm just fishing on bottom because it's so coloured, you know. Right, so let's get it out then. The old fine waggler, let's see what we can catch. There you go guys. I'm not a clue what it is, but it feels good. Ooh, nice. Great. First roach on the doors. That's a cracker. Alright, so here we go, first roach. So yeah, finally got them feeding. It took a while, I'm not gonna lie. About half an hour, 40 minutes. Had one bite, missed it. Put the cameras on. Guys, this is a good fish. Whoa, whoa, we can't get in there, cannot get in there. I don't know what this is. Jesus, guys. This is like a PB roach, or I have no idea. When you got a fish on like this and it's not doing much, it's a bream. It's a skimmer bream. yeah, you just let it play. Don't let it go in the reeds. Yeah, boy. Camera's on, isn't it? This is the hardest fighting bream I've ever had. That's how a bream should fight. Jesus. Still going. All right, dude. Jesus. Boom. Jesus. He's a good couple of pounds, he is. Boom. Yeah. Whoa. I got my own hooking mat, obviously. That is like the hardest fighting bream I've ever had. So there we go. Big fat wild bream. Yeah, boy. Brilliant fun on the float. Only a couple of fish today, nothing crazy. But I'm buzzing with that. Yeah, boy. It's a nice big skimmer bream. It's got some black spot on it as well. Obviously been eating the snails. But yeah, obviously I've got my own hooking mat. Yeah, boy. Nice wild breamy. Guys, I was just literally packing up. I just left the rod out. You know what it's like. Boom. On a worm. I was literally packing up. It's about to hammer it down. So there's another whopper fish. So yeah, it's been really weird today. Literally every 40 minutes I get a bite. And but yeah, buzzing. So 2 bream and about 4 or 5 roach. Obviously it's gonna be a 2-part video. But yeah, that's cracking. It wasn't it was actually a good fight, and then it got wrapped up in the line and it just floated up the top. So yeah, but yeah, on a worm. I literally just packed up, so it was pointless. Like, do you know what I mean? But I thought, oh, it's my own fault. I shouldn't have left the rod out. But there we go. Yeah, Mr. Breamy, Mr. Breamy. Right. Okay. All right, then, guys. So I'm gonna go by there. So that was a really good session, considering I know I didn't get the last bream on camera, but you didn't really miss that much. But yeah, so I really enjoyed this session. Again, because of lockdown and everything else, you know, it's one of them, and you know, you get wrapped up in trying to catch specimen fish all the time, even though technically they were specimens. It's sometimes just to go out and get fishing, man. You know, people go too crazy going to commercials and that all the time. Try and go out on a wild venue and try and catch some fish that have never been hooked before. It's exciting, and when you don't know what you've hooked into, it's even more exciting. Trust me. How many people go to carp fishing and you know you've hooked into a carp? Do you know what I mean? But when you're float fishing, you never know what you're catching. You know, so it's always good fun. And some of the fights you get on light gear is just amazing. You know. Right, bing bang bosh, like and subscribe. Fighting Fisherman on Instagram, number 9, and Facebook, Fighting Fisherman. Bye, 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 bye.